Hey guys, welcome to Toy Chat. This is Max.
And Say.
And we finally made it to what is going to be our final haul of this year's Integrity Toys Convention live from Fashion Week. So we have already posted our hauls of the Poppy Parker Style Lab and the convention collection and sales room exclusives. So if you want to check those out, or our vlog and experience video of this year's con in Baltimore, Maryland, I will link all of that in the description below. Go check it out to catch up if you haven't. So today we're going to dive right into our haul of the Centerpiece and giveaway dolls. So these are the dolls that were presented to everyone during the luncheons, the dinners, you know, the events, and the giveaway dolls that we received for free, basically with no additional cost aside from just the price of admission. And the Centerpiece dolls, they're essentially like the con's lottery dolls. You have to win the right to purchase them via a lottery system at your table, and they pull a set of how many numbers out of
7. So there's 10 people per table, and for each meal they pull 7 numbers, and yeah, so 70% of the people at the table gets that doll. Mm-hmm. So generally speaking, there's 3 meals, so you win 2 out of the 3. All right, so let's start off with the very first doll that we received for free, and it was the welcome doll. So it's kind of a introduction to the convention and what to expect. So this year it was...
So this one is called Fresh Perspective, Agnes Van Weiss. Yeah. So this Agnes was really popular. Considering that we received her for free, her third-party reseller value is kind of ridiculous. Historically, Agnes is only offered to con goers, you know, and W Club members. So there was a lot of hysteria over the fact that this Agnes in general, was the welcome doll. This one was very well received, and I think it got the con off to a good start for sure. This is a really, really unique Agnes. Her screening is very unique. She has kind of a soft, summery look. You know, and obviously Agnes has a very bold and kind of stern, you know, features and facial expression, but I think this look softens her up quite a bit.
She looks fun. Mm-hmm. She looks like a fun girl, like a Miami girl.
Yeah, and I think it's a really fashion-forward outfit. Like, I think this is, like, in real life, this would be a bangin', like, summer outfit. Mm-hmm. And she has really pretty, like, I guess, would you call it, sort of, like... dirty blonde-ish auburn.
Yeah, she has like a dirty blonde hair. She looks like, if we were talking about like Fashion Week, she looks like an attendee who's attending the show. So she's very, very gorgeous.
Yeah, and the top, which barely covers her chest. But the top is really beautiful. It's like totally midriff bearing, which is really fun, really sexy, and she has this like shimmery, multicolored top, and I love the pure white of the jacket. And you know, it's really interesting, I didn't love her the second I saw her, but I grew to love her. She's really cool. She's really fun. She has beautiful earrings too.
She might be my favorite doll from the convention, actually.
Really? Yeah. She is very, very, very pretty. So next up, we have the dolls from the welcome dinner, and something I think that surprised everyone was the fact that the centerpiece was once again Agnes, which, you know, I mean, everyone loves Agnes, but like back to back, it was a lot.
So it's like a double whammy.
Yeah, so this is Sting to the Heart Agnes, and we have her unboxed right here as well. I actually received the Centerpiece one, the one on our table, which I personally didn't mind because, you know, it saves me the trouble of dressing her up myself. And
her shoes looks like a pain to fit on, so.
Yes.
A lot of loops.
Yeah. But she's really beautiful. She, you know, one thing that's kind of interesting is the promo pictures for her. And I did also, because I received the Centerpiece version, I also received the light display, which is actually really cool. I totally want to use it.
You have the right to buy it. You didn't receive it.
The right to buy it. Yeah, but it's really cool. I'm excited to use it for photos. It's really, really bright, and also the big like card display of her as well. So this Agnes is, for the most part, really beautiful. What's interesting is in her promo pictures, this outfit is shown as a really deep red, but in person it's like a magenta, purpley kind of wine pink, which you know, there were some people who were saying like they wished it were red or they liked this one better. I like both. I like it in this pinkish color, but I think red would have been pretty too. But she also, one of my favorite things about her easily is the fact that she has like bee and honeycomb themed accessories.
Her name is Sting to the Heart, Agnes, so it's very on theme. And yeah, her jewelry is very pretty. It's very
really gorgeous. I love her accessories.
Yeah,
her
she
hairstyle
is the
not so
bee.
much.
She is Queen Bee. So
yeah, her hair is a little bit weird.
I mean, it fits. I mean, it's kind of like a honeycomb,
beehive.
Beehive, yeah.
That's true. But yep, got two Agneses. So the giveaway doll for the welcome dinner, this doll we received for free was Vivid Paradise Tatiana Alexandrova. And it seems like the reception to her was pretty warm as well. She's wearing kind of like a magenta tube dress. So the color of this dress is, I'm wanting to say, actually maybe it's more like hot pink than magenta because it's not quite as purple-ish as Agnes's. This is way more of a piercing pink. And she has a high ponytail and she has a fun screening, I think, for Tatiana. You know, I do really like the eyeshadow. And her high ponytail is fun because it's sort of like a wavy ponytail, and definitely the thing that's a conversation piece for her is the fact that she has these massive earrings that I'm not quite sure if they're supposed to be parrots or parakeets or something like. It's a bird. She has these massive bird earrings that are very loud. They're quite a statement.
And her shoes are like this deep, like metallic blue as well. So she's very loud and colorful. I think the talking point for her is Tatiana is usually not in this skin tone. She's usually a much more lighter skin character. So it's very nice to get variations of characters that you might have a lot of. So for the Poppy Luncheon on Friday, the Centerpiece doll was a variant of a very popular W Club exclusive Poppy. So this one's name is Love is Blue Poppy Parker, and this is a color variation of a previous doll, Miss Amore Poppy Parker, and we'll include a picture here if you want to see. She looks lovely in blue, and so basically they swap out her pink dress for a blue dress, and she has really dark jet black hair instead of kind of like a dirty blonde color. But we weren't in the club or really interested in Integrity Toys at the time. Well, at least I was, because I really wanted that doll. But it's nice to have a variation of that doll that, you know, and now there's like no listing for her and she's super rare.
It was a lottery doll, right?
Yeah, it was a lottery doll. So even if you wanted her at the time, like there's a good chance that you wouldn't be able to purchase her. So it's nice for David Buntree to release this doll.
Yeah, she's very beautiful. You know, we'll maybe have the color variant discussion after this, but I think as a standalone, I think she's really pretty. I do really like the ruffles and, you know, the earrings. I think it does all look very nice in blue. I think it gives it a nice elegant touch. So this color variant, she does not come with the perfume bottle that Miss Amore Poppy came with, which is a little bit of a bummer because I really like that perfume bottle, but I guess that's something that's, you know, keeps that version kind of exclusive.
So the giveaway doll for this luncheon was another color variant, and this one's name is Pink Powder Puff Poppy Parker.
Say that 5 times fast.
Yes. So this one is a color variant of another really popular Poppy Parker from the same line as the previous one, from the Bon Bon collection, and she was also a lottery doll. That one is Powder Puff Poppy Parker. So this one's Pink Powder Puff Poppy Parker.
The next one will be perfectly, prettily pink powder puff pack of pickled peppers. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, the original one was the light blue, and this one's kind of like a hot pink.
which I feel like totally changes her look, because the light blue one I feel like is very soft and innocent and cute, and this one's like
vampy,
Mean Girls, you know, kind of like Regina George looking. But I love her to death. I think she's gorgeous. I think she's one of my favorites from the whole convention.
Yeah, I think people kind of lost their mind when he showed this doll.
If you watch our vlog, I show like the moment of them revealing her, people were screaming. Like, I was screaming. Yeah, she's very beautiful. You know, I love the lacy, delicate look, and this one does come with essentially more or less the same accessory of her bonbon counterpart. She comes with a little teddy bear.
The bear's a little different. I think the stitching on it is a little different from the original. She does not come with the diary.
Yeah.
So she's missing the diary, so there's something elusive about that diary. But
which, touching on that real quick, yeah, it's like the opinion seemed kind of split on the fact that David Buttry, you know, kind of released color variants for the Poppy Parker luncheon. You know, obviously some of the people who already had the original dolls were kind of angry, and they were like, oh, we wanted something new, like why did we just get 2 color variants? But if, you know, like people like us who don't have the old ones, we were thrilled. We're super happy to have them.
For people who weren't able to obtain the original.
Yeah.
But you know, I think the idea is really cool. I mean, it is a celebration of Poppy Parker and her previous looks. I love this line. It's 2 very lavish, like over-top poppies that he ever released. So I really appreciate that.
We're thrilled to have them. You know, I mean, there was so much Poppy this year. So, I mean, if you weren't happy with the Poppy Parker luncheon, there was plenty more Poppy to go around.
Yeah, I think the Style Lab is a bit more retro Poppy. Her, you know, kind of innocent, more like retro look. And the luncheon was a bit more Poppy during her more glam period.
So next up, we're moving on to the W Club luncheon, which was exclusive to members of the W Club at the con. And the centerpiece doll was Paris Runway Giselle Diefendorf.
Diefendorf?
Diefendorf, I don't know, you can let us know. But so, you know, I mean, when it comes to New Face, Jessie Ayala, we do always get something bold and modern and different, which I love and totally appreciate. For this particular look, it's really interesting, you know, because she has like the high ponytail, and I guess like Sang and I were talking about, like, this is maybe, aside from the neon yellow haired Poppy in the Style Lab, this was maybe one of the only dolls at the convention where we got sort of fantasy hair, because it's like an ashy blonde kind of, and there's like a big streak of black in it, which that I do like a lot. And she does have a really striking screening, but the outfit, it is a really unique and very runway-esque outfit, but the texture is just odd. And actually, now that I'm looking at it really close in person, it's very like tinsel.
So it looks kind of like, I want to say, what's that kind of like weird texture, like, you know, like therapists wear?
I mean, the whole thing about her is it's like a weird combination of like steel wool meets like knitted, I don't know.
Tweed.
Yeah. It's the texture of the outfit is just kind of throwing us off, and it's
it looks like the fabric looks kind of like maybe like a wool tweed look, and then infused in it is kind of like tinsel. So she's, in some way, she kind of reminds me of like a Christmas tree or something.
Yeah, I feel like I would like this one more if the texture of the outfit were a little different. She comes as well with like sleeveless black gloves, which again, there's a lot with this doll that's going on that like ordinarily I would love, like, you know, fantasy hair and like sleeveless gloves and stuff like that, modern look. But I don't know, there's something about it that's slightly off and clashy for me. But I do like her hair, and you know, the sleeveless gloves are fun, but this particular one, she's not gonna be for everyone.
I like her. I think I love her makeup, very smoky. The thing, I know like you don't like Giselle, but I think she kind of looks more like Agnes in this release.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a flattering screening for Giselle.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the one I'm like excited to talk about. So the giveaway doll for the W Club luncheon was NYFW New York Fashion Week Carolyn Stone. And I was uneducated to the fact that there was just like hubbub about Carolyn, and there was just like controversy over her, and everyone has a lot to say about her. And
so the very original Carolyn, I believe, was the convention doll. So she was the final doll they released during the final meal. And the original doll, when they announced her, the room was completely silent. For several seconds while people process, grieve, process of,
picks themselves up off the floor.
Yeah. So she was not very well received, and actually you can find that particular doll for really cheap on eBay. So there's only been 2 prior releases of her, and the only reason she got a second release was she was the muse for a competition doll that Integrity usually do every year, where they choose they have a competition and they choose a winner, and the winner gets their fashion and doll recreated for everyone to buy. So Salvador, he chose Carolyn, so she happened to get a second doll, and this is the 3rd doll they've released her. So she's been absent for a good hot minute, but Jessie brought her back.
Yeah, Jessie Ayala brought her back, and I think a big part of the reason why she was so controversial and like missing for a while was because her face is just like
she's very, very dramatic, kind of like situationally like interesting.
Yeah, face. She just has a weird face, and it's her face is just very squished, and it's kind of like into her and she has a very pronounced jaw. She has like a super pronounced jawline. But this Carolyn is a really unique screening, and I think this is a great example of how much you can change these dolls purely by changing their screening, because she has, really beautiful smoky eyes and very soft lips that I think give her a really nice pouty look, and she has a birthmark as well, and she also has this really nice kind of like wavy, dirty blonde hair, and I didn't know how I felt about her at first when I first saw her, but I love her now. The reception to her seems to have been very, very warm. So it seems like people really like this one. I think she's gorgeous, actually. I like her a lot more than the centerpiece from the W Club Luncheon. And, I think she's really unique for this convention because, I think she's very, very runway ready looking, but she's wearing high-waisted pants that are a really unique texture. In person, the top she's wearing is like a little bit sheer, and she has pockets. You can put her hands in her pockets, and I really like her. I think she's really striking and really unique, and it's fun to own such like a controversial character who was like revamped. So
yeah, she's definitely not for everyone, but I think this particular doll, her screening definitely does wonders for her. To me, she's a little bit like her face is very blocky, like it's just it's a square. So I think the makeup kind of really distracts from what's the term?
Her sharp kind of pronounced features. Yeah, well, I really think
broad like sharp features.
Yeah, I think the combination of this really flattering screening on top of the really beautiful wavy hair. Jessie Ayala, you worked wonders.
All right, so we're on to the final gala, so the Jason Wu gala. So this lovely lady right here, Vanessa.
So this is Ethereal Beauty Vanessa Perrin.
I lost my mind when I saw her, but in the vlog you can notice that I was drunk, so it could have been that. But she is stunning. And this is kind of like the type of outfit I like gowns that I like in doll form, like the really loud, lacy look. So I was really excited, and I hope that I won her, but I didn't win her. But luckily, we had really nice, table mates, and I was able to obtain one.
She's absolutely gorgeous. You know, it's funny, like Sang mentioned, she is loud and lacy, but she's also so soft, I think, because of her color scheme and I think both her outfit color scheme and her screening. You know, and I love her little hummingbird earrings, even though technically, you know, a lot of bird earrings this year. And I love the little flower in her hair. One thing we don't completely understand is she was like the most expensive doll at the convention, and she didn't come with a lot. You know, she was just her outfit and that was it. Like, she didn't come with a bag, she didn't come with
I mean, all she comes with are earrings, a bracelet, and there's this like little flower piece that you can put in her hair, and that's it. Her shoes are really pretty.
Her shoes are gorgeous, yeah.
Yeah, she has probably one of my favorite shoes at the convention, and we'll try to include a picture of her shoes. But yeah, she didn't come with much, but yeah, she was $170. So that was a little
pricey, yeah. But she's maybe this fabric is expensive to produce. That's possible, but
it could be. It also could be just like the craftsmanship in terms of like creating this look. All right, so we're on to the very final doll. So this is the convention doll. This is what you came for. So Jason Wu usually designs the final doll. So this is something he's been working on for 2 to 3 years, so we finally got something. And it's kind of nice because it's an actual Jason Wu doll. Like, this packaging is different from all the other ones, and generally speaking, he only does this for his own private like lines. So usually like these ones, you have to purchase from like department stores and stuff. So it's kind of nice having a Elise that has the velvet touch.
And
body.
Her name is Spring 2017 Elise.
Because this dress came from his Spring 2017 collection. She doesn't really do it for me. I think her dress is doesn't like recreated in this scale doesn't really work, because like the threading on it is a little bit bulky compared to like the original dress. That
it doesn't have the same feel.
Yeah, but it's still pretty. I think she has potential being pretty.
Yeah, so I mean, you can definitely tell that a lot of work and time went into her, but I don't know. I do think it was very ambitious, you know, trying to recreate that particular dress in doll form. And she is striking, you know, she is unique, but like Sang said, she's just, you know, for one thing, we're not huge Elise fans here. And yeah, for another, it's just, I think it doesn't translate quite the same in doll form. I also personally, this is just a personal taste thing, I don't really like the color scheme. I'm not a huge fan of like orange and yellow and like...
Yeah, her dress is very neon.
Yeah, so it's not totally for me, but it is true. I mean, it's like Sang said, it's like we don't totally know for sure when we're going to get another Jason Wu collection doll, and also, you know, the velvet touch is pretty nice.
It kind of has like a waxy feel to it, which is kind of cool. I was expecting more of like a flocking texture when I want to hear the word velvet, but it has kind of like a waxy, like smooth texture.
The other issue I had with this doll, honestly, is her makeup. Her eyeshadow it's a little raccoon looking, to be frank. It's, you know, it's just the fact that it like outlines her eyes so heavily. And I mean, I love blue, but this one wasn't totally doing it for me, but I can appreciate the artistry that went behind it. All right, so that officially concludes our haul of everything we purchased from this year's 2019 Integrity Toys Convention, live from Fashion Week. So make sure to let us know what you guys liked most from these collections. And once again, you know, if you want to see an in-depth unboxing and review of any of these dolls, let us know, and we can't guarantee we'll be able to deliver, but we will definitely, you know, if there's a high demand for a full review of some or one or whatever, we will try to do that.
Or a slow week, you never know.
Yes, so let us know what your thoughts are on the giveaway in Centerpiece Dolls this year, or really anything else. You know, we can wrap up our discussions about Integrity Toys Fashion Week in this video. So check all the links in the description for any of the videos you may have missed, as well as our Integrity Toys playlist for all the other Integrity Toys stuff on our channel. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't, and we'll see you next time. Bye!